Here are 5 things that you're doing right now that aren't going to do jack shit for getting your ex back. The first thing that you're doing is you're asking friends and family to put in a good word for you. The people that like you, the people that could maybe influence your ex, you're asking them to talk to them for you. And it doesn't matter how much traction it seems like they're getting, and it doesn't matter how much that person's on your side. At the end of the day, it's your ex is sizing up these attempts as effort that you're putting in, and the more effort that you put in, the worse that you're going to do. Actually, all of this is going to hurt you because it's more focus on them and more focus on getting them back, which means that you're trying too hard, basically. The second thing that you're doing is that you're trying to talk them into it with logic, pointing out all the reasons why it makes sense to stay in the relationship. You're trying to convince them as if it's this sort of contract that could sort of be signed, or this like decision that can be made in the boardroom. It's like, hey, here's all the pros, and then there's very few cons. And hey, think about it. We should go hook up. Think about it. It makes logical sense, right? Like, that's never going to happen. You're never going to walk up to somebody in the bar and have a logical conversation to swindle them into the bedroom. Same thing here. At the end of the day, your ex is going to make an emotional decision about whether or not they want to be with you, and it's not going to be influenced with these little sort of intellectual points. The third thing that you're doing is you're writing them a letter. You're appealing to nostalgia or their emotions. You're trying to appeal to like sadness, or you're kind of like using poetry to sort of like profess your, these profound feelings that you have, and sort of call upon memories and this kind of thing. You're trying to leverage that to convince your ex to be in a relationship with you. Well, I would argue if that effort has any attractive effect on the other person, then how come you didn't use that method to get them to begin with? Why didn't you walk into the club and you crack open a Shakespeare book and just start spouting off poetry to random female passerbys? Okay? It doesn't work. It has zero attractive effect whatsoever. The fourth thing that you're doing, you're using getting the stuff or some kind of trivial logistical thing that needs to be done as sort of this means of influence of the situation. It's like, hey, let me bring you your stuff. And then like the second you get in front of them, you're like, anyway, let me go back to the spouting of poetry or the logical conversation. And you think somehow by getting in front of them, because of your stuff, everything's going to fall into place and you're going to be able to talk them into it, or sort of, change everything just because you got in front of them again. And the last thing that you're doing is you're reaching out to them first, and you're just trying to like kind of small talk your way into things. And what you're doing a lot of times is you're justifying this by watching their social media when they post sad memes, or they do things that would potentially indicate that they miss you or want you back. You're initiating contact with them, and you're trying to sort of elbow grease your way back into the relationship. Now, you don't know this because you're not a dating coach, but for somebody that studies this for a living, if you were to go back into your relationship, the times where you really got traction with the other person, you made them interested in you, were times that you pull away and you did less, and you allowed them to sort of buy into the fact that they liked you, buy into the idea of the relationship. You didn't elbow grease your way into the relationship to begin with because you would have ran the person off. And yet you're trying to do that at the end of the relationship. So be wise. None of this stuff works, okay? What does work is giving time and space, letting them come to you, and then focusing on fun while minimizing the drama and sort of letting them come after you, and actually have a step-by-step plan for you to execute on. All you got to do is click into my profile, click this link right here, set up a call with me, tell me your story, and I'll give you a step-by-step plan to get your ex back.